Man, I woke up today and looked at my TL like,
what is the tea? The girls are fighting!
Give me your wig. Give me your wig. Give me your wig. You don't know what to do with So before I get to the copious amounts of tea that awaits us this video, I want to make sure that you're going over to patreon.com/AdrianExpression and signing up. I just put up a new episode of the Expression Podcast up there entitled Black Art Helps Them Chart.
Hello and welcome. Thank you for flying Adrian Airlines. Please fasten your seatbelts and secure your parachutes, because we know that a flight with Adrian just may mean that we might have to jump out this motherfucker.
And that was just the intro. We talked about everything from Billie Eilish and her statements about hip-hop, Billy Porter, the messy-ass Iowa caucus. We covered other stuff as well, the Super Bowl, the Amber Heard situation, all of that. So if you're interested in hearing me run my mouth some more, make sure you go over to patreon.com/AdrianExpression and check it out. It's a lot of crazy stuff that's been happening recently, and it's weird because I literally just put out a video not too long ago, and from that time until now, it's just things are exploding. So before we get into the heavy shit, we gotta talk about something that's pleasant and nice, something that'll make us smile first, cause all right, so what's going on in the music industry? This picture popped up on my timeline and I nearly dropped my phone. I'm like, is this Count Nigula? And I know you probably thought I was gonna say Count Dracula. You got to put a little melanin in that shit. It's Count Nigula. Lil Nas said that this is for his rodeo video. He also tweeted some more pictures out. I think Thriller's in there. A bunch of iconic media he tweeted. So I guess he's implying that these things will be the inspiration behind the rodeo video. At the time I'm recording this video, he's saying that he's gonna release it tomorrow. So I don't know when you're watching this, but yeah, he definitely piqued my interest with that, because I'm like, these eyes and that face, I'm like, what are you cooking up? What else is going on? Megan Thee Stallion told us to mind our goddamn business. She said that she is not having no types of intercourse with G-Eazy. Maybe they was just laid up, they had a couple of shots and got slumped in the couch, and they just wanted to record something and show us. I don't know what's going on. Also, she said, because I said, I don't know why G-Eazy is licking up on her face and messing up her makeup. She said it's okay, he likes Fenty, whatever, girl, do what you got to do. I think some of the reasons, which I did not remember, or I don't know if I knew about it before and then forgot, but G-Eazy has apparently been terrible in one of his past relationships to somebody. Halsey, that's one of the other reasons why the girls were really protective of Megan. At least that's what the girls were telling me online. So, I mean, Megan the hotties are telling you to be careful, and that's it. They're warning you, girl, please. And I want to take just one quick moment to address my nerds, calling all the nerds. The Mandalorian will be returning in October. Baby Yoda's going to be choking you girls out, okay? It's giving all types of jetpack and whistling birds type of tease. The fact that the next season will be coming up so soon, how fast were they filming this shit? In October? I don't know. House of the Dragon could learn a thing or two about that shit. Let me tell you something about Game of Thrones. I'm sorry, it's just a nerd moment. Let me tell you something, House of the Dragon. If you don't copy and paste, I'm telling you right now, highlight it on your screen, highlight the dragons on your screen from Game of Thrones, copy and paste it into House of the Dragon so we can get this shit earlier. What are y'all doing? Disney over here released this shit so quick. Anyway, I guess Star Wars ain't got no dragons, so they can do it really quick. But all I'm saying is hurry the fuck up. Hurry up, hurry up. The way that this year is looking, I'm not sure how much longer we gonna survive in this bitch. I need some media, please, to get me through this terrible ass year. It just started and it's garbage. I don't have any time for it. But let me tell you somebody who has all the time that's necessary, all the time that's needed, and that's Monique. Monique said, if it's one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna drag the shit out of Oprah every chance I can. And a lot of people like dragging Monique and reading her, oh, you seem so pressed. But girl, I'm reading this long ass Instagram comment that Monique left for Miss Oprah. And I'm not seeing any lies. I'm not seeing any lies. Monique was just basically, it's a long paragraph just basically calling Oprah a fraud. No shade, but I mean, can't shade something that's already just drenched and dipped in darkness, I guess. One of the things Monique said to Oprah was, you did an interview on the CBS morning show and were asked about Harvey Weinstein by Noah O'Donnell, and you said, as it pertained to him, that you always try to look at the rainbow in the clouds clouds, whatever is the silver lining. You also said if we make this all about Harvey Weinstein, then we have lost the moment. When you either are or were going to be a part of the documentary on Michael Jackson, Russell Simmons, how is that not making it all about them? She also said, my personal experience with you is you've watched me as a black woman be accused of being difficult for not promoting Precious internationally for Lionsgate. At Lionsgate, Tyler Perry and your request, despite the fact that my deal was with Lee Daniels Entertainment. And how are you for a black woman when you hear Tyler on audio saying I was right and he was going to speak up, but you or him still haven't said a word? It goes on and on. It was just a roasting. It was just a dragging. Now, I don't know what prompted it. I don't know if Monique woke up and she saw maybe Oprah was on her TV screen or something. She was like, you know what, I'm not done yet. Yeah, she whipped out her phone and started dragging. You can say what you want to say about Monique, but she toasted and roasted it. And it's just like, I think that, Oprah's not the only person in the entertainment industry who does this type of shit, but I think that a lot of people who have like big names and a whole lot of money, they just rely on that to be like a circle of protection or a force field. And they feel, I guess rightfully so, if you have billions and billions of dollars, they feel untouchable. But it's just like, if you continue to be that same type of person, your actions and your wishy-washiness and all that shit is going to chip away at whatever protection you think you have. It's gonna just show you for who you really are. But as the years have progressed, I think that a lot of people are starting to see through whatever it is Oprah's trying to present herself as, and unless she actually acknowledges what people are saying without deflecting, it's really nothing that she could do about it. What do y'all think about that? So I opened up my social media today, and the first thing that I see is that Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj are trending. And Nicki just released this fire ass like snippet of yikes and shit. So once I saw that they were both trending, I was like, oh, okay, it's the usual bullshit. Like, the girls want promotion, albums are coming out, so of course they start in beef or whatever. So like, I just expected it to be something really simple. Maybe they just cussed each other out on Twitter and that was just it. But it was obviously deeper than that. So I think that both Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj are super duper duper corny. I think they're both corny. So, but first we'll start with Meek Mill because apparently he started it or whatever. I don't even know where this even originates, but from what I could tell, he liked some Instagram post that was making fun of Nicki Minaj's more than questionable ass husband. Either way, something happened for Nicki Minaj to post this on her Instagram story, basically accusing Meek Mill of abuse and saying that, he's beating women and scared of men. But then Meek Mill went onto his Twitter trying to deny all this shit, saying that the reason why you pressed is because your bag getting low. Everybody in the industry knows that you're a bad person, blah, 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 blah. The only way that you can kill my career is, saying that I beat women. Then he brought up her brother, which we all know her brother has been convicted of sexual assault. I think he's facing like 25 years in prison. And then Nicki responded, nigga been tweeting about my man for a year now, talking about he went to my page to see him, but he was blocked. My nigga move on, blah, 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 blah. And then this tweet represents some of the reasons why I think Nicki's corny. Imagine talking about an alleged of a child to hurt someone who wasn't involved just so people can dislike me. You can never stand on your own, blah, blah, blah. You won't tell the people that mother is on tape asking for 20 million to make the charge go away. You was around, you see, I'm just like, girl, ain't nothing alleged about that situation. Ain't nothing alleged about your brother. There's a whole lot of evidence, even though you was over there trying to write to the court, trying to get his sentence to be last, girl. It ain't nothing alleged about that case. I think that shit is corny. It's just a lot of weird shit going on while Nicki is married to somebody. If you check their rap sheet, that shit is not cute. Also, talking about alleged and this weird shit with her brother, that shit to me is corny as hell. I also think the fact that Meek Mill, since he's over here liking posts about Nicki's current man or whatever, and whatever the fuck that altercation was, when they were at the store together, the fact that he seems to be still pressed about her ass. He even tweeted, but I think he deleted it. He tweeted like, basically, I'm tweeting about my ex when my current girlfriend, whoever, is sitting by me and she pregnant. I'm looking like a clown. So it's just like, yeah, y'all all look like clowns. This whole thing is messy. Everybody need to go home. Nobody has no type of credibility. And then Meek said, for clarification, I don't hit women and I won't let my interviews be filled with questions about her or any situation to do with her. When I come out to do presses for my album, no devil's trick. So honestly, in my opinion, they were a match made in heaven. So yeah, he's trying to deny it, even though Nicki's trying to call him out for being an abuser. And of course, it is a universal goal to take the topic of abuse seriously. I just wish that the decisions that people made in their personal lives reflected the messaging that they're trying to push on social media. Get the corny out of my face. So as I stated earlier, the Iowa caucus was an absolute disaster. If you want to hear me talk more about that, go to patreon.com/AdrianExpression. Listen to my latest podcast episode. But while the Trump team was leaving Iowa on this plane, I couldn't help but notice that Ben Carson was sitting here. And I say sitting, like I use that term very loosely because he didn't even have a seat. Sis was sitting on somebody either lap or armrest. I mean, look at his placement. Look at, it's just like, I know we ain't got no other niggas on here, but look at the one, just look front and center. We got at least one. We got one. I promise you, right after they took this picture, they told Ben Carson take his ass, not even just to the back of the plane, but to sit on the tail of the plane while it takes off. And if his seat wasn't outside on the back end of the plane, it was right up in there with either where the landing gear is positioned or it's with the suitcases. Get his token ass out of here. Somebody that they're not getting out of here is Trump, and we already knew that shit. Today, when I'm recording this, the Senate voted to acquit the Sesame Street Big Bird. Is giving me very much a Bug's Life Ant Farm built ass president. They voted to acquit Dumpy Trump, and that's not all. The State of the Union address, I did not watch that shit, no shade. I saw a quick recap of it, and it just said he was lying I think he told one lie every 2.5 minutes or something like that, as to be expected. Maxine Waters, I saw her say that she wasn't going up there. She was not going to take her ass to the State of the Union address. I saw AOC say that as well. A lot of people, I think Ayanna Pressley did as well. So yeah, not surprising, Nancy Pelosi ripped up his speech while she was standing directly behind him. And I love moments like that, like they're cute, but at the same time I'm just like, we're honestly past this soap opera performance of politics. This man just got away with constitutional murder. It's like, at this point he can get away with whatever he wants, and I don't think people understand that. Like, we already knew he was going to be acquitted, but like, he can legit do whatever. He can take a shit on the racist ass framers' constitution, and we can't do shit about it. I honestly expect another 4 years of his ass. I'm going to do everything in my power when it comes to voting or whatever to try and prevent that from happening. I hope you will as well, but I just, it's not looking good, folks. It's not looking good. And somebody else who was not looking good either was Rush Limbaugh. They gave his ass the Medal of Freedom. Look at Melania's robot puppet built ass over there talking about, and she was talking about be best, and she gave the most racist, homophobic, bigot ass idiot a Medal of Freedom. And Rush, I heard that you are facing advanced lung cancer, and to close out this video, I just want to sing you a song. Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air. Can't live, can't breathe with no air. And I know your dumb ass is scared. No air, no air. Now, I don't know how you're going to breathe with no air, but that's for your body to figure out. Good riddance, and unlike your lungs, make sure you have a good goddamn evening.